there's no better feeling than that. And a feeling I'm definitely going to chase every year.
Holy smokes, Dad, I shot cricket.
Oh, there's no better feeling than that.
Oh, look at this buck. Look at this front. Look at that. We just got it done with a pole.
Boys and I came out here today mainly just to get myself a couple stations going. I know Jack and Caleb got theirs out already and got some promising bucks showing up, so today's purpose was just to get a couple out for me. We got this one. This is our first one. It's a bit of a headache trying to locate some landowners today, but we're finally in here. Got the camera down, got the bait down. It's a corner system here with a nice alfalfa field. It's second growth. It's a very promising area. This is just number one of hopefully many to come, so we'll hurry up and get out of here. Move on to the next one. Every year I tell myself I will worry about whitetail deer later on. And even though I've been fortunate enough to harvest a buck every year, that notch tag came with a price. This year I told myself, along with my hunting partners, that I was tired of hunting the rut. I wanted my best whitetail to date, and I wanted to harvest one with my bow. We got this camera set out here now. After walking in, I didn't really want to be on the field because the farmer's still swathing or cutting it right now. We have dirt on the other side, but there's lots of trails coming into this corner, so it seems like we might have it right when we're thinking they're going to be over here. So right now this is just kind of a reconnaissance camera. We're just seeing if this is where they're coming from, and if it is, I'm going to set up a blind off this alfalfa field, probably 20-30 yards from here. You don't want to be too far, but I don't like being right where they're coming through, so if that's what it is, then things are looking pretty good for this whitetail. So I'm gonna grab our stuff, get out of here, and go do some scouting for the rest of the night. The whitetail I was referring to was a beautiful 5x5 buck, a buck I had decided to name Rango. He was a deer that would definitely be close to my best, but he was a hard one to judge off of trail cam photos, as far as age and size go. Knowing this deer was worth looking into more, Caleb and I decided to put a camera on the opposite side of the field, giving us a better idea of where this buck was coming from and how big he actually was. After giving this camera another week before checking it, in hopes of figuring out where Rango was. A new buck would make an appearance. The excitement I got after seeing this deer just gave me the feeling we all enjoy when it comes to whitetail hunting. The feelings we chase every year. The blind is set. The countdown begins. Ready for night number 1. Now on night 1, I wasn't sure how close to set the blind to where the deer entered the field. They fed all night, right at the entrance, so I came back earlier the next night to move the blind where I'd be close enough for some eventful sits. The very next day, Caleb and I came in early and relocated the blind, 20 yards from the entrance. And it wasn't long after that, the deer started to funnel out, one after another. While Caleb was filming this young buck, I looked out to the left through a small window in the blind, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Pineapple Express was staring at the blind, only 10 yards away. Skeptical of the blind, he stayed in the trees, eventually hopping over the fence and away from the field. Back in the blind again tonight. Looks like some weather might roll in. It's a little windy, overcast. We had the shooter buck Pineapple Express at 10 yards last night, just out this way. I don't think he liked the blind setup. He wasn't too spooked, he just walked off nicely. But hopefully this weather maybe has him rolled in quicker. But it also might just keep him inside the bush. Like I said, it's one of those things you're just gonna sit with time in. Not long after getting settled in, this young buck made his way out, and behind him I could see lots of movement. Panning the camera over, I caught a glimpse of a nice framed deer through the trees.
Just Relentless is brought to you by Reconico Outdoors,
54 North Power Sports,
Dry Shod Footwear,
Beaver Buzz Energy,
Wild Side Outdoors,
and Brass Coffee Company. As the bucks funneled out into the field, I was happy to notice some familiar faces. Seeing Rango up close in person for the first time, I knew I'd made a good choice. As the evening rolled on, I watched all the bucks feed off into the distance. And even though Pineapple Express never made an appearance, I was grateful for the night I had. Well, it's night number 4. I figured I'd do some talking in the truck so I don't have to be so quiet. Last night was a good night. I didn't see Pineapple Express, but I seen some of the deer that have been on camera. I think all the bucks came in besides him last night. It was fun to watching bucks in the rain just doing their thing at 20 yards and kind of all walk away, and anticipations were a little high after that. I thought he would come in, but hopefully tonight will show the same and a little better, but it's never a bad time in the blind. Filming these smaller bucks, I caught movement in the tree line, so I panned over, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It was him.
Just Relentless is brought to you by Reconico Outdoors,
54 North Power Sports,
Dry Shod Footwear,
Beaver Buzz Energy,
Wild Side Outdoors,
and Brass Coffee Company.
I've seen the twins in the trees, and I've seen the little four in the trees. And he come out of nowhere. I had no time to do anything. And he comes straight at me. I could hear my own heart beating and feel it. I don't know what happened. They come out nervous. They went down, started coming back, and then they just beelined it to the west. It's night number 5. I got Caleb with me tonight. He's missed some eventful sits. Last night I had Pineapple Express show up early, but I didn't have a shot. He come straight in, then straight at me. Didn't give me a shot, plus I had a bunch of deer moving around him. There was just no way. Then he went up the field another 50 yards and fed there, but there were so many deer here. I think when the fawns and the does started kind of moving around too much, one decided to take off and then the rest just went with her. So then we had an old boy show up, and I could have shot him. The normal me would have shot him, but my heart's set on Pineapple Express, so hopefully he'll come in tonight. We sprayed down good, put some stuff out at 20, and we're in here early, so hopefully he shows up again. If not, it's another good night in the blind.
Night number 5. The camera is set. The countdown stops. Ready for Pineapple Express.
You smoked him. You smoked him. I'm like, yes, that's gonna be 22. I changed my pin. No. And then I was so tempted to do it there. And then he kept walking that way, and I knew where he come out was at 25, and my pin was on 24. And I was like, that's a good quartering. That little 4x4. And then when he come out, you heard him out the fence, and then you heard Pineapple Express. hope he's just over here in the field.
I know he's not getting far.
He's right there. So you're on the other side of that bale.
Oh my.
Whoa. My first archery whitetail. This is a buck that we called Pineapple Express. And he kind of caught my attention right away. He's got a nice 5-side, cool massy. This is a 5-side too, I guess. Good brows. It's just been awesome sitting in the blind watching these deer. And to have this deer come out the way he did, just 1 buck, 2 buck, and then he showed up. That's just unreal. It's a feeling I've never had before, and a feeling I'm definitely going to chase every year. I can't believe I'm done hunting whitetail now.